Hi. Can you tell us who you are and what you're doing here?
Yeah, my name is Casey Jo White, and I am also known as Philately Things. And this is my cachet maker booth. I love making cachets. It is my favorite part of Philately. So I have made a bunch of stuff. Last year I made the My Little Pony cars at the Great American Stamp Show.
Okay, very cool.
This year I have made the Thinking of You and the Life Magnified. The Life Magnified is kind of interesting because I was trying to think of what do I want to draw for Life Magnified. So I like to look up the language of flowers. So I was like, are there any flowers that represent Life Magnified? And I found that this is rue, and rue represents clarity, clear vision, and enlightenment, which I thought fit pretty well. So that's what I drew, but come closer. The lines, the outlines, those are actually tiny lines of text.
They are.
The leaves say, take a closer look, and then the petals say, rue, clarity, enlightenment. So if you looked under a magnifying glass, you could see it magnified.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's my Life Magnified. And then for the Thinking of You, I found this tiny desk in a thrift shop, and I thought, oh, that tiny desk is really cute. I can make something with that. So the tiny desk I bought, but everything else pictured here is handmade. Here is the tiny cat, and the tiny dog, and the tiny book, which has, you know, there's two flowers on the stamps. So the pressed flowers, we got the poppy.
Oh, how cute.
And the blue flower, and the clover's in here too. Little book pressing those flowers. So that's all that little tiny stuff. The cat and dog on the stamps aren't the same color as my cat and dog because I based them on my love stamp painting for this year. This has been my best seller at the show, is the cat and dog love stamps. This is the original acrylic artwork. And then I scanned that and I separated it so I would have one for each. But this is them together.
And can you tell us a little bit about your origami?
Oh, this year I learned how to make origami, and it's just kind of taken over my brain. And so I was folding it, and then I folded a smaller piece of paper and a smaller piece of paper, and I'm like, I bet I could do a postage stamp. So there are a couple that I do. The butterfly is the easiest. I really like making the crane.
The crane is it's so small.
This one is really, really difficult, so I can only make it with the bigger stamps, but this is a lotus flower. And it's just a fun thing to do to kind of fidget. I went over to Stamps by the Bucket here at the show, and I just tried to find a bunch of stamps that I thought would work well for origami, a lot of the square-shaped ones. They're already canceled, a lot of them have already been soaked off of paper, so it's easy to work with them and make them into tiny little things. I love tiny little things, as you can tell.
Well, I keep coming back to this tiny little thing.
Yeah, the skateboards.
Love that very much.
So this is for the Art of the Skateboard stamp. I bought the tech decks, and then I designed the new bottom of them. The design for the deck that I made, it uses the post office logo, Express, but it says Express Yourself. And put that on there as a decal. And then I sent it in to get it postmarked. And also, my girl here doing a kickflip. My girl here who's doing an ollie, her skateboard, I took it over here at the show, is the artist that designed the skateboard for the stamp, and I had him sign it.
That's so cool.
So now I have his signature on her little skateboard. Each skateboard had a different design. And then photography, I take a picture of my girls, and that's how I make that cover. So
awesome. Okay, so I have a couple quick questions for you.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite cover that you've designed?
Oh my gosh, favorite cover that I've
I know
designed.
that's a hard question, but
So I love mermaids. I love mermaids. So it's either going to be my shark mermaids from the shark stamps,
I saw that one. That one's very cool.
or my Mississippi River mermaids. Each one is based on a different fish or reptile that's native to the Mississippi River.
They're so cute.
I had a lot of fun picking out what fish I wanted to use and how I would, you know, translate that to a mermaid. So my mermaids are my favorite.
And okay, so in the same vein, if you could have the USPS or any postal authority issue a new stamp tomorrow that
Roller
was
skates.
roller skates.
Yeah,
Okay, why?
because I roller skate. I would love to have roller skates on stamps, and I would go to the first day ceremony no matter where it was issued, and I would bring my skates.
Bring your skates?
Yeah,
I mean, you kind of have to bring the skates, right?
of course. No, I love roller skating. I would definitely be down for a roller skate stamp.
Beautiful. And then how would you design that cover?
Oh, well, there are a couple different things I could do. I think one thing that would be really fun that I've seen people do, like on TikTok and stuff, is you take out the toe stop of your skate and you put a piece of chalk in there, and then you skate and you draw with your skate, and then I could do that and then take a picture of what I draw with my skates.
That's very cool.
So I think that would be a fun thing to do. And then also I could just draw a girl roller skating like this. So you know how one of the show cancels is rock and roll. So I drew this at the show. But
Aww.
she's rocking and she's roller skating. So I'm gonna get the rock and roll cancel on this drawing.
That's really cool. I like that.
So would have been nice if I could print more, but I made this at the show, so it is what it is.
Yeah, you kind of have to make do with what you got.
Yep.
All right, last question. Where can people find you?
I am on the website formerly known as Twitter. I'm gonna keep calling it Twitter as Philately Things. Philately Things. I have an Instagram. I don't use it as much, and I am on TikTok as also Philately Things.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, it was great to talk to you.
Yeah, it's good to talk to you too, and I've had a really great time at the show.
Great, and I hope you enjoy the rest of it.
Yeah.